All right, here we go. We record now. So, shalom, shalom to all the righteous of Israel. This is your brother Johan Israel. I'm coming back with another testimony. I don't know what it is about this shirt, brothers and sisters, but it seemed it seemed like when I had this shirt on, the Most High want me to do a testimony. But nevertheless, glory to the King. All right, so this is another testimony, just the goodness of the Most High God, and it's a fairly quick testimony. So one day I'm at work, right here at my job. That's where I'm at right now. So I'm right here at my job, at work, and a guy pulled up. An older gentleman, he pulled up in a van. He pulled up in a van and he got out. He got out and he was limping. He got out and he was limping in his on his leg. I forget which leg it was, but he was limping on one of his legs. And I was like, man, I said, you all right? So then he proceeded to tell me his story, like, yeah, man, I did such and such. And long story short, I ended up getting drunk. He got drunk. He older gentleman. He probably about in here, I'd probably say about mid-50s. But anyway, he had got drunk, you know. And he just telling me. And he fell down. Fell down somewhere, and hurt his leg, and everything, messed himself up. He said he had been hurting for a few days. So anyway, long story short, he uh he proceeded to drop off the little stuff that he had. He just in a little van, so he ain't have much. So I was like, I said, man, you still? I said, and I said, you in pain, ain't it? Like, yeah, man, it hurt. I said, I asked him. I said, you believe? I said, you believe in Jesus? He was like, yeah, man, yeah. Hey, he was like, I believe in God. And I said, okay. I said, okay. I said, man, I said, you want me to pray for, I asked him. I said, you want me to pray for your leg? He was like, yeah, man, you can pray for me. I appreciate it. So I was like, okay. And then he had dropped out, he had dropped the rest of his little stuff off. And he proceeded to just walk back to his truck. So I guess what he was thinking in his mind, he was like, I guess he was thinking like, okay, I'm gonna pray for him later. So I was like, hey, I was like, where you going? He was like, and I said, I'm finna pray for you right now. He was like, okay, okay. Cause hey, yet again, I guess people not really used to strangers walking up to him or speaking to him and saying, okay, look, hey, I want to pray for you, or I'm gonna pray for you, right? So I mean, I get it. So but I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pray for you right now. So he was like, oh, okay. I said, you believe? I said, all that pain that's in your leg. I said, you believe Jesus could take it away? He said, yeah, I believe it. I believe it. So from the jump, this man just had a spirit of expectation. Like, I wish y'all could have just seen the energy that the man had. So, but he had a spirit of expectation because he was like, okay, come on, let's go. He was ready. So I jumped down off the dock, you know what I'm saying? And I led him, through prayer and through asking for forgiveness of his sins, because that's my personal conviction of, I believe that if you want anything from the Father, if you want the Most High to do anything for you, then first and foremost, then you need to get right with him, So that's how I lead people into prayer, and it been working out pretty good for me. So all glory will go to the Most High. So anyway, long story short, man, we started praying. We started asking for forgiveness of our sins, and then mosquito. And then you know, after we asked for forgiveness of our sins, I started speaking to that pain. I started commanding all of that pain that was in his leg, that was in his knees, legs, wherever it was. I started commanding it to come up out of there, and it had to obey, And as I'm starting to speak to the pain, he's starting to like feel his leg heat up. He was, He was like, man, we were like, what you doing? And I'm like, and I had to explain to him like, it's not me. It's not me. I said, that's the Most High God. He working on you. His legs start heating up. He start getting hot. So I wish I could have seen him, man. But it was like trembling and shaking, like. So anyway, long story short, I said, start walking on it. I said, start walking on it. I said, you still feel any of the pain? The pain has started going away. He was like, man, he just kept stopping. He was like, kept stopping and like look at me. He'll check his leg, then he'll look at me. Then he'll check his leg, then he'll look at me. I was like, I said, hey, the king taking it away from you, Yeah, man, long story short, man, this man was ecstatic. And he went back to his truck. He walked back to his truck and he was not limping at all. Glory to the King. Shalom, shalom.